Alright, what's up? And hey there, anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Gally from Gally Team G or Cali Lemieux. Today we're going to be taking a look at my friend Phil's deck. He got 9th place at the regionals in West Alice. I was about 300, 400 people, somewhere in that range. I actually don't remember the exact number. I think it's been about 3 weeks since the event. We're uploading it a little late due to me not having a computer. I believe this video will also be going to Robbie Cole or Info40's channel. So thanks to him for uploading this. So let's look at the deck. First off, we have 2 Artifact Beetle Talks, 1 Artifact Caduceus, 3 Artifact Moral Talks, 1 Artifact Sight, 3 Infernity Randomizers, and 1 Thunder King round for the monster lineup. It's 11 monsters. So I'll kind of explain some of the monster choices and why he ran them. First off, 2 Beetle Talk. He's really your combo playmaker. If you open multiple artifacts, he's great for setting those up off Sanctum because he can special summon and destroy at least 2, so he can special summon up to 2 artifacts. He's pretty much key in the lineup to run. If you're running like a more pure artifact build, he's a key card. 1 Caduceus. He allows you to make pluses off some of your artifacts. Ignition with a Caduceus is just a game-breaking play and allows you to just make huge advantage. Then 3 Moral Talks. This is pretty standard. I shouldn't have to explain this too much. And 1 Artifact Sight. Scythe, some people might not know what it does. Scythe basically is when the turn you special summon, your opponent can't special summon from the entry deck, which is awesome. It shuts down decks like Shadows, Satellars, and Burning Abyss for the turn, which can be huge off of Sanctum. Then 3 Infernity Randomizers. The reason you ran Infernity Randomizer is because pretty much James will plus turn 1 almost guaranteed if he opens it, unless he opens one of his other 3 normal summons besides that. So he's almost guaranteed to always have the normal summon in his deck. Guaranteed to almost always just open 1 because the artifacts are settable. And for anyone who doesn't know what Infernity Randomizer does, once per turn where you have no cards in hand, you can draw 1 card and reveal it. For a monster card drawn with this effect, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the level of that monster times 200. For a spell or trap card, you take 500 damage. So generally this means he can either do 1,000 damage to his opponent or take 500 damage to himself, and either way did a plus. Then the 1 Thunder King, this is more of a tech choice than anything else. It just shuts down Satellars, which are pretty popular at the time, and shuts down Storm to an extent. Then 3 Artifact Ignitions, 1 Book of Moon, 3 Double Cyclone, 3 Duality, 2 Reinforcement Army, and 1 Soul Charge. So to explain some of these choices, 3 Artifact Ignition and 3 Double Cyclone. This might seem like a heavy amount of back removal, but versus most decks, they play, especially Burning Abyss and Satellars, they play 3 to 4 back row. They usually set 3 to 4 back row in their turn and summon like it didn't have in Satellars' case, or just go Tour Guide. Generally, if you're playing Tour Guide or Math, if you're playing against Burning Abyss. Shadows don't set as much, but you can chain the Double Cyclones as necessary to their back row. The Double Cyclone just acts as an MST. You can chain it to other cards such as Duality. Pop his Duality, then pop the card. So it just acts as a MST that has more utility in this type of deck. And the 3 Ignition, same thing, but they also help combo off with artifacts too, and they can make huge plays. If you Artifact Ignition plus with a set Beetle Talk, you're able to pop your Beetle Talk. Artifact Ignition will also set. Then when Beetle Talk summons after being sent to the graveyard, he can pop his Moral Talk that he set or his Scythe that he set, and then special summon the card that he special summon the sent card. So it can be special summon the card he pops up Beetle Talk. So it can make some really cool plays with the deck. Book of Moon, pretty standard. 3 Duality. Generally, he's not special summoning on his turn. The reason is his summon plays generally just Randomizer, and then he just summons artifacts on his opponent's turn and then just swings with them, unless he's occasionally going to like a Plebies play or something like that. So 3 seemed like a pretty obvious choice in here. 2 Reinforcement Army and no Soul Charge. The reason for not playing Upstart in this deck is you don't want to draw as many cards, or you don't want to Upstart as many cards. Playing with the high artifact monster count, he doesn't want to draw all those artifacts right away. A card like Curveband would serve the purpose much easier, such as Duality also serves this purpose. Along with that, Upstart gives him life points, and really the deck doesn't have a lot of ways to do a ton of damage. It just kind of slow rolls Dane's advantage and just makes pushes here and there for damage. It's just not like an OTK deck, although it does have an OTK in it, which is weird. Then 2 Rhoda. This is just for consistency reasons, obviously getting that randomizer to hand. Turn 1, just start outpacing your opponent is huge. Then the 1 Soul Charge. This is more of a recovery play than anything else. It's not here and there to just like combo off. It's a 1-up for the recovery, that's about it. Meaning that doesn't really change other than him adding Rikeki for the next format. 3 Artifact Sanctums, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Breakthrough Stills, 1 Call of the Haunted, 1 Compulse, 2 Deep Prison, 1 Malevolent Catastrophe, 2 Reinforced Truths, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Time Space Trap Hole, and 1 Torrential Tribute. So to explain, the 2 cards in here that I think are kind of off that people might not know about, First off, we'll talk about Reinforced Truth. Reinforced Truth is basically special summon one level 2 or lower war type monster. This is Infernity Randomizer. Special summons him from the deck. You can do it on your opponent's turn, so it acts as another card, like acts like another artifact sanctum to an extent. Then Malevolent Catastrophe. This card is huge in this deck. You can set Malevolent Catastrophe, and you pop all your opponent's back rows along with popping your artifacts. You can completely blow out your opponent off of one Malevolent. It's just going to be a great card, and I believe in his newest build, after playing, I think he ran 2 Malevolents in the main board, and just one double, and put the other Cyclone in the side deck. That should pretty much be it. I don't think I really need to explain anything else. Everything else is pretty much standard for a trap lineup. He tech time space. This is more just for the Shadow matchup because there's not a lot of good outs to Winda in this deck. Then 1 DD Warrior Lady. Another Rototard. It's just awesome. Removes Shadow cards and can banish Dante's. Double Max C. 1 Neospatian Granule. Again, removes Dante's, all those other problem cards. And acts as another DD Warrior Lady, but it's not a bottomless well, which is great. 1-dimensional Fissure. When the artifact is in your graveyard, when they're in spell and trap zone, they're considered spells still, so they're not banished, which is awesome. Then he can freely play Dimensional Fissure. 2 MST. These are, I believe he brings these in various more still even more back or heavy decks, and if he needs extra destruction. 2 Nobleman or Crossout. 2 Chain Disappearance. 2 Debunk, 1 Deprison, and the second Malevolent Catastrophe. I mean, this is all pretty standard. Burning Abyss. Debunk's for Burning Abyss, Shadows, whatever. And then Deprison's just in out to like a deck like Shadows again. For the extract, he plays 1 Adrius, 2 Artifact Durandal, 2 Stellar Pleiades, 1 Ptolemy M7, 2 Gaia Charger, 1 Grostric Dullhand, 1 Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja, 1 Volcasaurus, 1 Shark Fortress, 1 Slacker Magician, 1 Tears Keeper of Genesis, and 1 Wind-Up Arsenal Zen Mayo. I believe in the most recent build, he's also playing 3 Pleiades instead of the Sighting Durandal, so there's that to note. Yeah, so this deck got 9th place. He went X1-1, losing to Burning Abyss. I watched the game, actually. They were near time, and he opened up 5 artifacts in game 3 and lost because you can't play 5 artifacts, and it automates, I believe. It pretty much makes Sanctum and Ignition mostly dead, which sucks. And then he tied with what did he tie with? He tied with Fire, or he tied with Fat. Went to time with Fat and tied. So X1-1 did amazing, got 9th place, which sucks because he was one spot away from getting the mat. So yeah, that's it for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe and check out my channel. Also subscribe to Info40. He makes great videos, and it's just a good player in general. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys